This video will explore why the popular vote may seem to have little impact in the USA and the need for change in the American political system. Chapter 1 focuses on the framework of the United States government. The U.S. government operates with three branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. Each has distinct powers and checks and balances to prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. Despite this framework, the power of the American vote is eroding due to party politics and gridlock, false media narratives and misinformation, and personality cult voting. Democrat and Republican supporters often share common values like economic stability and quality education. However, representatives frequently prioritize partisan power and re-election. This creates horizontal hostility, where supporters are manipulated into viewing the other side as the primary enemy, obscuring shared interests and maintaining the status quo. As Abraham Lincoln said, "America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves." Chapter 2 explores the powerless efforts of independents. Independent voters, seeking change outside the two-party system, are often blocked, ignored, or marginalized by the established partisan system. In the case of school shootings, Democrats focus on gun control, Republicans on the Second Amendment, leading to partisan gridlock. Independent voters' focus on school safety is often ignored. As Senator Angus King notes, the current political duopoly creates a false binary, designed to perpetuate power rather than represent diverse views, disenfranchising millions of independent thinkers. The incumbency advantage, fueled by massive funding, name recognition, and gerrymandered districts, leads to easy re-election and long careers, resulting in partisan gridlock and minimal societal change. Chapter 3 delves into the manipulations of representatives, examining how systemic flaws and political tactics distort popular will. There's an electoral disconnect between promises and reality. Representatives are elected on platforms but frequently overpromise, and despite no term limits, are often re-elected for decades. A theater of obstruction can occur, where feigned conflict between parties can serve to stall legitimate legislative processes. Political representatives craft online narratives and social media spin to influence and secure votes, often prioritizing these narratives over truth. In U.S. politics, the power of personality often outweighs policy. Voters are swayed more by a candidate's charisma, rhetoric, and public image than by specific legislation or economic plans. The distraction machine sees representatives using fabricated crises, emotional triggers, and attention-grabbing falsehoods to divert attention and resources from real issues like healthcare, climate change, and education. An anonymous congressional staffer observed that politicians, craft not policy, but perception, weaving narratives of fear and division to obscure the clarity of their own inaction. Chapter 4 explores ways to counter manipulation and give power back to voters. This involves focusing on truth, facts, and civic engagement. To empower voters, it's crucial to vote based on policy and legislation rather than political personality or empty promises. By implementing new term limits that end indefinite re-elections will ensure the reduction of entrenched power, as well as allow younger generations to take charge of the nation. Ignoring social media and prioritizing independent research is vital for keeping voters informed and less susceptible to manipulation when making decisions. This process can be further assessed through artificial intelligence research programs such as Gemini and Notebook LM. Advocating for electoral reforms, such as ranked choice voting or open primaries, can reduce partisan gridlock and increase voter choice. Looking beyond the two-party system and considering perspectives from independent representatives and voters can add nuanced perspectives, weakening horizontal hostility and empowering more intelligent voting decisions. By embracing these strategies, we can strengthen democratic principles and ensure the people's vote genuinely matters.